Hello there, my name is Apocalypse Hero, professional military strategist, and I wanted to know how the dice stack up in Risk. Time for the regularly scheduled disclaimer. Math is complicated, and regardless of how rigorous the method, someone will at the very least imagine a fault. So instead I coded another simulator, capable of simulating dice rolling at mass, and used it to get various figures by having it run over 100 million times. Which crashed my PC, so I instead ran it 10 million times, which doesn't sound nearly as cool. Also keep in mind that the majority of these numbers are rounded. First things first, how many dice should you attack with? Obviously 3, but just how bad is attacking with less? These figures show the odds when attacking a territory with a singular defender. In a 1v1, since the defender wins all ties, the odds of success are 42%. When rolling 2 dice, the odds of success are 58%. And finally, when rolling 3 dice, the odds are 66%, which displays 2 points. First off, always roll the maximum amount of dice. Second off, when attacking, you're likely to lose if rolling equal or less dice than your opponent. Thankfully, when attacking, if you send in 3 units, you get 3 dice, but the opponent never gets more than 2. Well, actually, let's put a pin in that. But, point still stands, there is a definitive attacker's advantage. And thank God, because this game would last forever otherwise. Now for some more standard odds you'd see in a game. The typical 2 dice versus 3. This will be 90% of what is rolled when someone is attacking a territory with at least 2 defenders with their 3 armies. The odds of the attackers winning is 37%. The odds of a tie is 34%. And the odds of losing are 29%. Meaning the average attack will typically result in 1.08 defenders dying and 0.92 attackers dying. That means attacking armies typically kill 1.17 units before dying. So 100 attacking armies can kill 117 defending ones. Now remember that pin from a minute ago? There is a way for the defender to roll more than 2 dice, and that's capitals. A capital rolls an additional dice when defending, meaning the average attack is 3 dice versus 3 dice, where the defender wins ties. Scary. While sieging a capital, the defender's death rate shrinks to 0.75 per attack, and the attacker's death rate jumps to 1.25 per attack, equaling a terrible KD ratio of 0.61, which is almost as bad as my squad's KD. So on average, to successfully siege a capital, the attacker needs 65% more units than the capital has, so it takes 165 armies to take on an 100 army capital. Sadly, aside from defending a capital, defense is terrible, but someone's gotta do it. But how many someones? When amassing a web of territories, how many units should be left at each? Let's take a quick look at the average kills for varying amounts of defenders. 1 defender kills 0.52 attackers, which is terrible, but 2 defenders defeat 1.55 attackers on average, over triple the effectiveness of a single, and the secondary unit actually has a positive KD. Granted, it's a KD of 1.03, which is barely positive and still lower than attacking KD, but is surprisingly effective. After that point, each unit added increases the defense by around 0.85 units, with odd numbers giving less than even numbers, because of the likelihood of rolling a double KO, which means there's a safety net for even-numbered groups. So, if I had to choose, I would go with 2 defenders per non-choke point spot. And now for a closing remark. I don't like this game.